Coach, second half of a back-to-back, you had to be pretty happy with what you saw here tonight.
Yeah, I really liked a lot of things in our game tonight, and started with just like the attention to detail in our game that we felt like was required. You know, we went over some things this morning that were kind of hurting us over the last 3 games, and I thought the guys did a nice job implementing what we talked about and correcting some of those mistakes. And part of it was detail, and part of it was like being competitive in the right areas and improving on some of the execution. And I thought just overall really good team effort when it comes to like talking, defending, committed, you know, with and without the puck. So really good game from our guys, I thought.
So many guys to talk about individually, but I want to ask you about Josh Manson, +4, a couple of assists. He was fun to watch tonight.
He was outstanding tonight. Like, that's what he can do, right? Like, it's super aggressive defending. It's physical all over the ice. It's like hard in all the right areas. And then he chips in on the offensive side of it. He shows his skill off too. So a very well-rounded game and one of his best. And like that's what you need when you're coming into a big game, divisional game, and you're coming off a loss. It's on a back-to-back. You need guys to step up. And I thought he was outstanding. I thought OC was fantastic too, creating scoring chances on his own with his speed, even strength, penalty kill, like the whole deal. So those 2 guys really stood out to me.
You're 35 minutes in and you've only given up 8 shots, but also like 3 or 4 of them were like crazy grade A's. Is that a great defensive performance? Is it?
Yeah, it's good. You know, like I had first period 4 shots against, all 4 were scoring chances, right? So I still think it's a good defensive performance. I think in games like that, and I wish they were all like that, you know, like that you need your goalie to make a save, right? And you're going to have breakdowns. I talk about it all the time. It's a type of breakdowns that, you know, there was a couple I felt like we should have avoided, and some of them they earned. But when we had the breakdowns, like Blackwood was great in goal, you know. There was some in-tight chances. Again, tonight, like, we spend a little time in the D zone, third period. Our coverage is good. Everything's perimeter, and then they get a pretty good shot from someplace outside, and he just doesn't give up a rebound. He just gobbles it up, smothers it, gives us a chance to change and get a face-off and get out of our zone with fresh bodies. So real good game management by him, and I thought, you know, pretty disciplined from our team when it comes to that.
Like, he makes the one save, Mikko goes to the other end, you know, snaps one through a screen. Just like there aren't that many plays in one individual game where like the whole game just kind of flips, but it felt like that was a pretty momentum swinging sequence.
Yeah, and yeah, it can happen, you know. Like, he's focused on doing his job to the best of his ability, and then Mikko picks up the puck, and him and Mac head down the ice, and they're focused on doing their job to the best of their ability. That's the way a team works, you know. Everyone's kind of playing off one another. So a great play, big play at a key time.